explored by the player during the season of Japan, and according to data from around the Azuchi mid-1800s from the 1960 space race, named Elliot Tikorian, who is also dated from the 70s and appears to have discovered the alien's radio signal sometime Sapiens have abducted in Fallout 3's mothership data. In fact, the subject of this video voice is totally silent, so if you listen to it without hearing the subtitles, you would think that this was some randomly recorded alien speech. However, so we'll go ahead and show you that right now.
Today you're about to go richer than you ever imagined. On some big money, life-changing money, and you're not going to believe how incredibly simple this is. That's because
dialogue would suggest that the Sapiens would try to retrieve nuclear launch codes from some U.S. military personnel in the Fallout universe. However, it seems like just before the person gets the codes to activate the launch sequences, they resist. And this particular line of dialogue between the silent voice and the Sapiens is why quite a few Fallout fans have theorized the possibility of aliens starting or causing the Great War to happen. After all, the Sapiens do appear to have some hatred of humans, and if they manage to get the codes to activate the launch sequences, perhaps they could kill all humans. So I suppose we should answer the question, did the Sapien aliens cause the Great War? Now, in my opinion, no, and here's why. While an argument can be made that intent may or may not factor into it, especially since the Sapiens may have inadvertently or unintentionally caused the Great War, I don't think the Sapiens ultimately decided to wipe out all humans, or perhaps at the very least, both Mothership Zeta and the unnamed Mothership didn't seek to kill all humans. We know that both motherships have visited Earth since the 1600s, and it seems like if the Sapiens wanted to wipe out all humans, it would have made the most sense to do so then, rather than wait until the 2070s in order to do so. After all, can an army of samurai defeat a Sapien mothership in space? A society like the pre-war United States, or even pre-war China, that is capable of what the Sapiens would probably refer to as primitive space travel, would be more of a threat. But ultimately, it would make the most sense for the Sapiens to attack humanity when it's incapable of defending itself, rather than when it is more capable of defending itself from the Sapiens. Furthermore, if the Sapiens wanted to wipe out humans, it would probably make the most sense to engineer some kind of pathogen or disease to kill all humans, especially if the Sapiens intended on preserving the planet as it was before the war. Allowing humanity to nuke itself would have had dire consequences for not just the Earth, but also the rest of the other organisms that live on Earth as well. I think another important question to ask is, what would the Sapiens gain from intentionally nuking the planet? Their previous behavior seems to indicate that they would rather observe and experiment on human specimens over time. Nuking the planet would greatly affect human DNA, possibly making it less fit to study. After all, one of the reasons the institution Fallout 4 abducted Sean was because he had uncorrupted human DNA from before the war, and it's likely the Sapiens would find uncorrupted DNA more valuable as well. I think it also was ongoing even after the events of the Banquet Reformation. What initially started the conflict between China and the United States was the fact that the Chinese government was on the verge of collapse due to their dependence on fossil fuels. When the Chinese attempted to negotiate and trade with the United States refused, and in an act of desperation, the Chinese invaded Alaska and captured Anchorage. By the mid-2070s, the United States ultimately gained an advantage thanks to the development of technologies like power armor. And by 2077, the Chinese had lost Alaska, they had crippled supply lines at home, and the U.S. was quickly taking over more of their key cities. As you can imagine, China was in a very desperate position. It would make the most sense for China to launch nukes rather than the U.S. because the Chinese United States could attempt to beat China, it wouldn't make much sense for them to do so as they were winning the war. I also think that on some level, one could argue that the Great War was inevitable, given the fact that both the United States and the People's Republic of China were superpowers, and both were at war with one another. I think the question that's worth asking is, what stake do the Satans have in the conflict between China and the United States? The Satans have flying saucers and are presumably capable of interstellar travel, so I highly doubt that they would have much use for fossil fuels. On some level, it's possible that the Satans view us, much like humans would view an ant farm. Sure, humans have developed civil societies and harnessed nuclear power, however the pre-war societies in the fallen universe aren't capable of interstellar travel and haven't evolved culturally since the 1950s. On some level, the idea that the Satans triggered the Great War implies that Earth and humanity are more important in the universe than we may really be. Perhaps if the only intelligent species in the entire universe are Satans and humans, then we might be onto something. However, in the greater scheme of things, I don't think humanity is that important. Perhaps we could be at some point, but ultimately, I just highly doubt that the Satans really care about our fossil fuels. Another question that's worth asking is if the Satans managed to get the codes to activate the launch sequences, could they have successfully launched a nuke? I would say no. Granted, things may be different in the fallen universe, but in the real world, only the President of the United States can direct the use of nuclear weapons by U.S. armed forces. According to Wikipedia, there are specific systems in place which verify that these orders specifically came from the President themselves. While it's true that the President needs confirmation from the Secretary of Defense to have the order authorized, the President can fire the Secretary of Defense, and the Secretary second in command would step up and provide their authorization. From there, a launch crew of 2 operators must verify the President's authorization code against a sealed copy located in the safe. It requires both operators to open the launch. Once the order is verified, they must insert their launch keys and turn them at the same time in order to launch. The consistent theme that you will always see is that it usually takes more than one person to launch. The identities of the commanding officers issuing the orders must be verified, and from there, 2 or more people are usually required in order to actually launch the missile. The reason it's done this way is to verify that the missiles are going to be deployed to the proper places, and to also make sure that there is no single person that has the ability to launch a missile. And the reason for that is this prevents a rogue agent from trying to circumvent authority and launch a nuclear missile by themselves. Based on the silent dialogue of the Satan's captain, it would appear that they are the President, who would have had the authority to launch. Most likely, the Satan captain is a part of the launch crew, and due to the nature of how the launch protocol is designed, even if he or she went rogue, they wouldn't possess the ability to launch by themselves. This is the case provided that the United States military are using the 2-man rule in the fallen universe, which it seems like they would. Something that is definitely weird and worth asking is, why is the human voice silent in the audio log? All of the other alien captive logs on Mothership Zeta are completely voiced, yet this one doesn't appear to be. It's also weird that Bethesda would take the time to work out the subtitles, yet not add the voice. It's likely what happens here is that Bethesda ultimately cut this bit of voice dialogue from the final product. However, they forgot to remove the subtitles and haven't gone back to change to make sense. Perhaps Bethesda figured that most people would play with the subtitles off, given that the conversations that you have with NPCs usually always display this sort of dialogue. After all, if generic subtitles are off and you're looking at your display while you're listening to this message, you would never realize that the subtitles containing the silent human voice are there. At the end of the day, I'm going to have to say that the Satan aliens most likely didn't start or conquer Great War, simply because they don't have a dog in the fight, and because they don't really have much to gain from the entire scenario. It would also seem that from a logistical perspective, that would be impossible for just one guy to know and then be able to initiate a launch. So, if you ask me, the Satans being solely responsible for the nuclear war, or the Great War, doesn't really seem possible in the
No, it's not the game. Jesus Christ. Bloody, oh my God. Excuse me? Literally switching to pleasure. That's all entering my news.
What's up, guys? My name is ESO, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get Blade Umbra, along with a full set of Ebony armor. Now, it's not often that I get sponsored for showing you guys a game that's this cool, because this is the best looking RPG mobile game I've seen, and it's just come out. It's called Raid Shadow Legends, and it's totally free to play. It's a turn-based tactical RPG with dragons. It has dragons. As you can see, the animations, effects, and awesome 3D graphics are on point. And it also has immersive narrative storylines with epic boss battles as well. As you guys can see from this footage, it looks amazing. You unlock and level a variety of different champions like the Mage, Templar, Warrior, Archer, and Healer to aid you through battles. You can literally set up your party any way you want in order to conquer the campaign. I mean, if you look at the detail on these characters and the variety, it's just mad. The game also has a PvP mode, and they're going to be hosting tournaments with epic prizes to unlock. Raid is really getting big really fast, so get a head start now and go to the description of this video to download Raid only through my link to get 50,000 silver immediately and a free epic champion. This is basically a special new player program that the gym sorted out for me. So thank you so much for the support, guys, and let's get back to the video. Now, this is a Creation Club mod that you can get $5. It adds a whole new dungeon game which has some cool colours in it, as well as the Blade Umbra itself, which, as you can see, is a two-handed blade. It looks pretty awesome and has a very cool effect that is in keeping with the lore of the ancient blade itself. Now, this character doesn't use two-handed weapons, but Umbra is on par with the Ebony blade in terms of damage, I believe. It has a very powerful enchantment on it, though. If the target dies in 20 seconds, you get a soul gem, which is really useful if you have any soul gems in your inventory. You basically have unlimited charge on this weapon as long as you have soul gems. And it also, more importantly, absorbs 25 points of health and also stamina. Now, that 25 absorbed health is not only going to keep you alive, but it's also going to ignore your target's armor. And we also absorb 25 points of stamina, which gives us unlimited blocking and power attack as well. So it's literally going to be an extremely powerful weapon. The enemy's not going to be able to block anything you throw at them. It's going to be an absolute weapon of destruction for a two-handed warrior type build. If you're not playing a two-handed warrior type build, this weapon is probably not going to be for you. Now, many of you are going to recognize this weapon from Morrowind or Oblivion as well, because it's been in many of the Elder Scrolls games. It's been reappearing randomly, and the story behind this quest is awesome. Even if you're not getting the mod, I recommend just watching for the storyline. Now, in order to obtain this sword, we must come to the dungeon located northeast from Riften called Champion's Rest. Justly named, in fact. So let's head over there now. See a dragon in the background. I've got my dwarven maps that I've actually obtained from another Creation Club mod, which I'm going to link down below in the description. Luckily, we have a horse, so we can traverse any terrain in Skyrim, including mountains. So here we are, guys. We've arrived at Champion's Rest. Let's dismount our dwarven machine. Look at that view. Beautiful. Even the horse turned around to admire it. Got down. Okay, let's head on inside this new cave and see what it's called. Oh, here we are. So it seems some adventurers have been here before us, because there's a cooking pot and a bed. Maybe they were here to mine something. And there is a journal. You know, I love journals. Vigilance report. Okay then. I have been stagnant. Vigilance of Stendar. Do hereby issue this report on my investigation into the report of a dark presence within Champion's Rest. Champion's Rest is the site of an ancient battle arena where lords would test their mettle in gladiatorial combat. You've already got my attention there. Long believed to be lost to time was recently uncovered by mining prospectors. The miners say they witnessed a ghost-clad head to toe in armor. While this alone was cause for concern, what if this only relic that matches this description is Umbra, once believed to be lost or, by some accounts, destroyed. Umbra is a sentient weapon who corrupts its bearer and compels them to kill, so that the blade may feast on the souls of those it slays. It appears no resurface here, though why I cannot say. If the apparition that haunts this site truly is the resurgence of Umbra, then it has grown very powerful, and Shore Stone is in grave danger. Shore Stone is the local mining village, which I guess these miners were from. So let's delve further into this dungeon, follow this river leading inwards. If you guys want other reviews on the Creative Club content that's recently come out, make sure you check out the link in the description below to my playlist on Creative Club mods. Okay, there's an ancient Nordic greatsword. Some kind of flip there. Nothing happens when I take it though. Okay, there's a path going this way and there's a door leading that way. It looks like it's caved in though. Let's go this way. Oh, hello! That is the Ebony Armored Warrior. Oh, this is it. So I assume Umbra, as usual, is going to be Ebony Armor. As she was in Libya. Well, it seems to be a he. It looks like a he anyway. Aha, there are a few spirits in this suit. That I can only assume are going to arrive. More like it is spirits. I love that creepy effect that they've got, the lighting there. So there's another door which we can't open. Oh, we can open this door actually. Oh, what did that do? When you pull a chain and nothing happens, it's always very worrying. Let's head down here then. It seems like our only way forward. Another potion of frenzy, a burn book, and some soldier. Now there's a way down there, or I can open this sarcophagus, and there's a dead Draga. It's the first Draga I've ever seen in the game. It hasn't come to life, trying to kill me. It's interesting to say the least. What is this? Oh, I thought it was like he was a friendly Draga there. He's got a Nordic sword. Take him out quickly before it actually critical strike. Get wrecked. Give me that glass arrow back. In fact, why am I using glass arrows anyway? Let's use orcish arrows instead. So I can see there's a puzzle here. And it says whale, snake, and then this one's fallen on the ground somewhere. I can't see where. This is the handle, and the ground is covered with oil, so I can only assume it's going to set me on fire if I guess wrong. Aha, whale. Sneaky snake. I actually have a pet snake. I don't know what the answer to this one is, so we can only guess. Let's leave it as whale for now. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. My god, my fur almost got set alight. That is an unforgivable sin. So damn. Let's try the next one. The eagle. Oh boy! Okay, finally, the only other solution is the sneaky snake, and then the whale. Aha! And it also specializes in grazing. Now we've got some secret treasure with a scroll of firebolt, a staff of ice pipe, some magic things which obviously I'm not interested in at all! And I've also set off the trap. YOLO. I may have lost some arms, but hey, we're dead. Oh, wow, there's some treasure in here. We've actually hid some treasure in this sarcophagus. There's also some potion of resistant cold, and the body. Count Shaman King, like that. Oh, there are some spirits. Some Draga emerging from there. Take them all out very sneakily here. Oh, he doesn't know what that was. Get wrecked, son. Get wrecked. Oh, hello there. Oh, wow, of course, the only thing that I don't get a sneak attack on is the Death Lord, who is extremely tanky. Luckily, we got the 10% chance to paralyze him. Now he's pelted to death like a pincushion with arrows. I love how he's standing up there. It's so funny. No, you don't! The most annoying shout they have is the disarming shout, because it means that they make you drop your weapon. Best boss fights ever. Let me just love the paralysis effect. Gets wrecked, Mr. Draga Death Lord. Boom! We are playing on expert difficulty currently, guys. If you were wondering. Oh, there's another lever that I missed here which opens this gate. And there's also another corridor this way. So I want to check out this area first. Maybe it will yield more treasure. Kneecap! Get wrecked. Critical strike, sneak attack. On the kneecap, then we take it out completely. 2 arrows to the knee. An easy job, my friends. An easy one. Some more Nordic weaponry and some bows. Sacred tooth, cats, claw, and another. Right. So eagle, snake. Eagle. Snake. And then I'm going to leave that one as eagle because, then why not? Oh, it wasn't right though. Alright, let's try the snake thing again. No, it's not right. Why is it always the third one? Outsmarted me. So it's snake, eagle, and then we're going to go for wave. So feeling. Oh, yes, it was correct first time. First time, my friend. 20 gold and some more. Yeah. Aha, I'm going to YOLO. Oh my god, that actually worked. Holy moly. Okay then. We're done here. Now we can proceed to the next area. Oh, there's some more boys. Draga. Boom. Oh no, that's the bloody disarming shout. Oh god, give me my weapon back. This is how you lose your weapon in the most annoying possible way. Let's use the coolest valor shout to summon my bro from Sovngarde, who's going to flee from the battle apparently. Oh yes, the paralysis. There we go, we've got this bro. Come on, take him out. Are you actually going to hit him or what? I'll just paralyze everyone. There you go. There you go. What is this guy drunk? Why have I summoned the drunken Nord to help me with this battle? Don't worry, I'll shoot him in his kneecap. If you could just hit him once, that would be absolutely perfect. Feel the bite of my axe that is lopping off the Draga's head. Oh yes, drop bitch off. Yes, yes. Do it. Oh, he disarmed him. Good boy. Good boy. I've got an ebony sword as well, but we don't need that at all, but hey. Let's go ahead and open the chains here again, so we can pass through to this dungeon. Aha! Another Draga Death Lord awaits us, seeming rather confused. Let's see if we can help them with arrows sneakily. Still no here, guys. Currently sleeping. Must be a little bit drafty down here, hey, Mr. Overlord. Oh, get wrecked, son. Get wrecked. What's this? Finishing blow. Are you ready? Boom. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, Mr. Overlord. Okay, so next area. Looks like we're going down deeper into the depths of hell. Okay, I've landed in a puddle. My feet are now wet.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Wow, it's flooded.
Oh, they've got buses right there. Okay, okay. Okay. Why don't you just take your right?
PS5. A stronger. Why are they so lucky on the paralysis effect recently? Hello, Mr. Draga. Get ready. Mrs. Draga. Get ready. Boom. Who do you think you're going to kill, me? Nobody. Nobody. Give me your gold. Right, so there is a tome of dread zombie and another chest just here. Oh, a secret dragon emerges from his hiding position. How did I go free? What the hell? Witchcraft. Come at me, bro. Right through the fire to your death. Wahahaha! Wahahaha! That's the dragon. Booty shots. The most powerful of any shot of gyro. All the arrows, you love this. Hello there. One sweet boy. Okay, so where do I go now? Huh? We go down here. Head down. Ebony Warrior again. We come back. Sweet boy disappears every time I try and walk close to it. Okay. Head deeper. This cave. Left the Draga dungeon and become a cave. Spooky noises there. Wait, hello there. It's bound praying my approach. Oh. No, it's not a game. Jesus Christ. Bloody, oh my God. Excuse me? Literally twitching with pleasure at that sword entering my loose. Goodness. Time to end this little game and just instantly destroys me. Okay, here we go, guys. This time, we're going to get it. Your attack has no effect. Investigate the dark presence. Defeat Umbra. My attack has no effect, though. What am I supposed to do? What is one meant to do against this monstrosity? Do I need to find a weapon that I can use against him? Umbra's not bloody happy about this, guys. By the old school Oblivion music, isn't it? Why don't you have the Oblivion sound? Whoa, one sec. What's going on here? There are some ghosts attacking him. I can hit him now. He doesn't know if my weapon has no effect. Hello, Umbra. Oh, no, please. Please, no. Oh, God. Umbra, please. Stop. What are these weird creatures attacking him? And now he's become a spirit again. Oh, my God. What the hell is he doing? What's that? Umbra, please. Stop this madness. This whole place is going to come crashing down upon us. He's looking summoning the souls of his enemies. And when he does that, he loses his vulnerability, and then he gets some extra spirit.
I need to pick up my first line. First line is probably to a piece of Imogen. Bernard
Luckily, my speed is too high.
Strom.
Oh, and then the spirits are entering him again. And now he's going to become a ghost, so you can't attack him. Alright. As soon as he gets his ghost form. Oh my God, that almost killed me. Jesus Christ, Umbra. You're not fucking around, are you? Jesus. Luckily, I have 17 potions to heal him. Otherwise, he's gone. Alright, he's down as a ghost form right now. Otherwise, I'm going to do it.
Marisol locked in Capocato's extension. Right now.
Yes, there we go. Okay. Figuring out
Here's 6.1. That's good. That's cheap.
They can spell me. No, I'm please. No, what is that? That's mass paralysis he's about to use. Get away from him. We just teleported. Your weapon has no effect. How dare you, Umbra? Oh, he's going to use a spell. Luckily, his spells cause him to stand still because they're all marketed. There we go. Good. Okay, as soon as he gets from the throat, we can shoot them. Some real damage. Oh god! Oh, did you go for the paralysis? No, get out! Ah! We're good. Wait. Oh god, he always teleports back to the middle. Every time he casts on his spell. Ow, that hurt a lot. Ow, oh my god, I'm almost dead. Luckily we have these 8 potions with mine here. Oh my god, please, get out of here. Umbra, please. Okay. Using the fire sword spell now, great. Fantastic. Look at this guy. Oh, what? How did that hit me? What is the range of that spell? Okay, now he's summoning.
Okay, so demon, right hand. What now?
Oh yes, critical strike. We love it. Oh, and another one. Oh, he just went invisible right then. What is that spell? I think that's cross spell. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Right. God. Okay. He killed me.
What's Miller?
Where is he gone? There he is.
Or I can't have off. Well, he has only DFD, so
there we go. Dead.
he will play with either D'Angelo or Fox.
We have defeated Umbra. Champion Rest Passage Key. Draft Berserker. Scroll of Electrosphere. Ball of lightning that strikes for 50 damage to health and Magicka. Wow. Ebony armor, full set ebony armor. And of the epic sword, Umbra raised into it.
I'll probably sign like
Literally
3 good ones.
with soul energy. So if we come into this cave, we can see this is where Umbra lives. You have a lot of soul gems. And there's also a journal, the Treasure Hunter's Journal. Journal of Prestious Treasure Hunter 4th Era. He's been here for a while then. 12 of some stuff. I've never been much for writing journals, but it couldn't hurt to start. How else will my exploits be remembered? I've yet to reach the personal bard levels of fortune. By the way of introduction, my name is Prestious. I've been travelling north from Cyrodiil to seek my fortune in Skyrim by delving forgotten depths and wooing. While I haven't had much luck with the latter, I've heard tales of an ancient arena whose whereabouts have up until now remained a mystery. While the original name is lost in time, Champion's Rest is what is known as today. I can see it now, halls upon halls glittering with gold and jewels. Maps in the Imperial Library place Champion's Rest east of the village of Pure Stone. I will set out for the eastern mountains of Gaul, 13th of Summerstone. Short entries day, today's hike, a little to show for it. Why does Skyrim have so much snow? Maybe the treasure hunter's life isn't all this cut out of it. But if it were easy, everyone would do it, right? I'll pass further into the mountain pass tomorrow. 16th of Summerstone. By some small miracle, I'm alive. Deep in the mountains, snow gave way underfoot. Next thing I know, I'm plummeting into a cavern at a devilish height. What a foolish place Skyrim is. Both legs are surely broken, and my agony is only second to my despair. I'm going to die here. It's been 3 days since the fall. Food ran out yesterday, water will be the next to go, unless some rain happens to fall through the curved hole above. I've been slipping in and out of dreams. I dreamt that I was floating in a sea of black. Before me, floating a sword, unlike anything I had ever seen. A real treasure, just like in the story. He called it. Knew my name. I reached out my hand then. I'm awake now. It turns out the sword was real, and I have it right here next to where I write this entry. My legs are beginning to feel better. It can't be right. When I sleep, I hear the storm. It whispers to me, not with words, but with intent, with hunger. Yes, of course. It seems silly that a weapon wouldn't hunger for life when you think about it. In fact, on their purpose, to free the souls from the living. Maybe none of this is real. I could walk again. I've set up a small camp here, and I think the sword is helping me. It thirsts for souls, and it reminds me to find them. All I could think about was getting out of this place. But now, amongst the restless souls of so many fallen warriors, yes, I think I'll stay. He whispered to me his name. It is, we are Hunger. That is a sick story. I love that. I think it's really well done, actually, this whole quest mod. For example, when the Creation Club came out, they had mods like this, weapon mods, that were selling for like $5 or so. Like, oh wow, I'll take all of these souls, thank you very much. They had weapons that were selling for as much, but this is what I want from it. This is like a dungeon with a storyline connected to an awesome weapon that makes sense to be here and gives it place and value within the game and the world of Skyrim. And that's, I think what was implemented with Creation Club 4. Good sort of mini DLC-sized dungeon with cool boss battles with stories behind them, as well as the unique weapon, and that's what makes it, more worth its money, I would say. So I'm actually really impressed with this mod, and I like it a lot. I think they did some Skevens, Umbriel Soul. Let us avenge them. Give me your soul. Give me that Skeever's soul. Where is it? There he is. Kill it. Soul captured. Well, here we are, guys, back outside in the Skyrim wilderness. I just want to say thank you, guys, for all your support on these videos. YouTube Gaming actually emailed me to ask my permission if they could use my YouTube channel as a good example of a channel that has a really positive audience who constantly interact with the creator. And I think through Patreon and Twitter and different social websites like that and the Discord channel, we actually have like an amazing community, and I feel like the only reason I still make YouTube videos is because of the feedback I get from you guys, and I really do enjoy it. And it's literally like with the adverts and stuff we get through other people, maybe other people recognise that we've got like a really cool audience, fan base, and community that we've built here. And I'm just nothing but thankful. There's a bear down there. I can see a bear, guys. I can see a bear. And I have a two-handed sword. We're going to ride down there right now and destroy it and send it to oblivion. Oh, it's a spider. It's a spider. Oh, yes. Give me your soul, Mr. Spider. Yes. Now I have the spider's soul. And there's a peasant. A small peasant. Oh my god. Wait, is that a Nexus, the child from Winterhold? Why is he out here in the wilderness? What kind of mod have I added that he's turned into a child adventurer in Skyrim? I can't believe it. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thanks again for all your support. You can check out some of the recent videos I've done, links down below in the description. We've got some really cool Skyrim videos recently, and I also started playing this new RPG called Outward, and I did like a preview video on that if you want to check it out. All these things are linked down below in the description under the link to join.
Now, this is I got new prayers, just figure out my lineups or forwards.
And if you guys want to make content, check out my live streaming channel, my second channel, which is also linked below as well. You can catch me on Twitch and whatnot there. But thanks for watching, guys.
So, Sebastian, Strom, and Panarin.
Goodbye. Let me know in the comment section what you guys want to see here.
With struggles, Aveeno's restorative sleep therapy is made with aloe, vitamin B5, and our highest concentration of prebiotics.
That's the first one right there. One free punch, Panarin, Sebastian, and Strom, yeah.
Without fragrance and parabens.
Second line is probably to be Hyman. Zach Hyman. Maybe Kubini?
Finally, guys, we have what is a really cool, bulky, defensive-looking mage armor in Skyrim that looks like it truly does.
And maybe Butstead will go center for second line.
In today's video, guys, I'll be showing you where to get
And then
this new
Shilton, Lafreniere,
in ebony with unique enchantments,
and Bludger probably.
Found it in both iron and
Preferred? No, wait, hold on.
Appearance on it. Now, the armor itself looks amazingly cool, but also you can reach the maximum physical damage resistance of 80% by using this
goaltenders.
armor set, and it's actually got better armor value than ebony armor itself, so it's definitely worth checking out. Now, this armor is worth $4, 400 credits, and is it worth it? We'll find out in this video. Adorn the armor of the spell, and the keepers of the crit path, renowned throughout Pyrock for their bravery and valor. Learn the story of the Spell Knight whose heart was stolen by a witch and obtained the armor that was their standard. The Spell Knight's armor comes with 3 variants, including iron, steel, and ebony. Let's take a look. So as soon as you start the game, you get this quest called Crypt of the Heart. The inns of Skyrim are a good place to look for rumours. Being on the western border, Markov is the busiest hold in Skyrim. I should head to the inn there and see what I can find. Investigate the Silver Blood Inn. So that is just here in Markov.
So this card, I'm probably Gupitson with Fox, yet with D'Angelo and Miller.
Crypt of the Heart by Ariana Dummett. When it comes to tales of bravery and valor, you have a greater claim than the Knightly Order of Pyros. Like the Knights of the Rose in Wayrest, many serve as royal guardians and protectors of the realm. It is through their defense of king and country that their fame resounds. Yet others wear an oath of a different kind, not bound by the rules of their kingdom. They scour the hills in search of richmen, witches, and forsworn, pledging to deliver justice where savagery and chaos rule. Once and free, the person himself. First, the crypt of hearts they swore to protect went beyond the underground chamber in Shadowbound. The knights pledged to protect the hearts entombed in all of them, lest they be replaced by the briars of the unholy. I'll tell you more about the lore behind that in a moment. Yet despite the air of nobility they carried, in the region, these knights were known by a different name, the War Makers of Shornhell. They gave no mercy to the wicked, and the land they tread was riven with scars made of fire and sword. Why the knights chose to extend beyond the kingdom is a matter of debate. Much of it can be traced into a blood feud, and the death of a knight named Simon Rodane. Tricked by the witch Dainara, a sister of the Baldama Common, his heart was stolen and replaced with a briar heart. In recollection, his accolades drove the coven further and further east, killing any breachman who would dare to give him quarter. Yes, in huts small and muddy with smoke, the oral histories tell a different story. They say Simon gave his heart willingly to the witch, and together they fled the wrath of both their clans, knowing they would receive neither understanding nor forgiveness. When Simon died, Dainella returned his heart to him and buried him at the altar where they went. Such was the pain of her loss that she wept from the morning to evening star until her tears flooded the canyon below and became one with the river Car. To this day, Simon's ghost is said to haunt the path below his grave, watching over the river which bears his beloved's tears. Whether any of that is true or simple embellishments of history, none can say with certainty. However, it is worth noting that the grave itself exists. Whether the heart inside belongs to Simon or another is a question for its keeper. Okay, so this is very interesting. Clearly this quest is based on the lore, and by doing the quest, hopefully we can find out the truth of this folk tale. Let's head back outside into the reach. If we head out the city walls and look towards the south, just here we have the canyon covered in fog. If I travel to Pure Water Run, it's going to be a lot easier to approach this location. So here our journey begins at the entrance to Pure Water Run, a very tiny sort of small dungeon with an underwater chest within that you guys can check out for yourself. Look at this view though, my god, that does look good. I can actually see there are some bandits down there. We're going to have to be careful. So on the way down to the river Carp, we have found some bandits who appear to be attacking me. Aha! Apparently he can swim. That's rather unfortunate for us, guys. The map marker is taking me just here where we can find a single red mountain road. And now we found the nice ghost. The ghostly knight. Apparently the ghost has all day because he's only walking very slowly up into the pass of the mountain, the area which apparently he guards. I wonder where he's heading though. Maybe to the site of some treasure. I find you, rabbits! Quickly! Mr. Bunny! Look out! It's an arrow in the back of your head. Where are you going, Mr. Ghost Knight? He's actually got the unique armor on at the moment. You can see it in his ghostly outline. Oh my god, there's bloody Forsworn! It was a trap! Use unrated foreshout right here. Get wrecked, Sunnykin. Boom! Forsworn Demon is paralysed, and the Briarheart, you can see he's actually got a scar on his chest where he cut out his heart. So the Hagraven did to improve his powers in battle to the Briarheart. The very thing these people wanted to destroy. This is where the ghost has led me. Come at me, Forsworn Shaman, and get wrecked. Forsworn Shaman's notes. We've killed the traitor and given the knight's heart to the mother. We've gone back to Castfire to perform the ritual. We'll stand watch until she returns and drain the blood of any knight who interferes. Very well, we've got a note explaining.
From help at home to on the road. That's it.
And we need to go to Castfire, which is over there on the ridge. On the ridge. You can see it in the distance, just there. This bloody bandit stopped me from fast traveling. A selfish boy. Alright, now he's dead, we can finally fast travel. So in the wilderness, we find the site called Castfire. Down here, where you can see the Hagraven below. That's actually a few Hagravens performing this ritual here. Maybe we can take them out stealthily. Oh yes, the world mother will be put down. Get wrecked. The sniper is true. Or not. Boom! Get wrecked. Where are you, Hagraven mother? You slimy lady. Then the final Hagraven. Take out this here. Get wrecked, son. The booty shots. Confirmed kill. We've killed them all. Right, let's go and have a look at the Hagraven's body. The Giant's Toe. Void Salt. Corrupted human hearts. Purify the heart at the altar or return the heart to the knight's tomb. So, we can actually choose which side of the story we can believe. This is Dagnella, it's Sorceress. There is a boss chest just down here you're going to want to loot while you're here. Leather Helm of Archery, some gold and some spells and jewellery. Now we can either purify the heart out of the altar or return the heart to the knight's tomb. Personally, I'm going to return the heart to the knight's tomb, which is just over here. So let's travel back to Pure Water Run. It has become extremely misty indeed. The goats are roaming the mountainside innocently. Get wrecked, son. I'll leave one alive so you can send the message to Frederick. Alright, so this is the knight's tomb. Is that there? You can hear it there. I don't know where it is, but there is the knight's grave, buried in stone he was, and there's the Shrine of Mara. Let's use the Shrine of Mara to purify the heart, and then we can place the heart in the knight's grave. Ooh! And now we can retrieve the knight's armor. Wow, this armor looks insanely cool, guys. Completed Crypt of the Hearts. So firstly, guys, we have the heavy armor helmet, the ebony spell knight's helmet. Increases magic resistance by 22%, which is really, really powerful. In fact, with this helmet, it's extremely easy now to get to 100% magic resistance if you check out my guide on how to do so. Restoration spells cost 25% less to cast with the gauntlets, and these gauntlets look pretty awesome. And again, they're ebony and they have the same armor value as ebony armor. And then we have the boots, the spell-knight boot, increases our stamina by 70 points. Seems a little bit strange to be honest to have a stamina enchantment on boots. So 70 points of stamina is extremely strong as an enchantment, and it means that you can run and kite around even though you're in heavy armor, which usually gives you an extra burden and reduces your stamina regeneration. Then we have the heavy spell knight armor, which looks insanely cool. Increases heavy armor skill by 25 points, which is okay. It's really nothing special though. You can still reach the cap of 80% physical damage reduction by wearing this armor with a high enough heavy armor skill level anyway, without that plus 25 points. So I'd honestly say the enchantment on this armor is amazing. It just looks really cool. And also you've got to note that because it's heavy armor, it's actually going to be the main armor spell in the alteration skill tree won't affect you. So if you're using it as a mage, it's not going to help you. But my god, does this armor look good? In fact, if you look, ebony armor has a armor rating of 51, the ebony boots have 19, 19, 25, and this has 55, 24, 24, and 30. So it's actually better than ebony armor in terms of defensive value. Not going to drop that crap on the floor, mate. But as you guys can see, you can also craft the iron version and also your own ebony version of the armor yourself. So if you guys want to enchant it with your own stuff, and you just like the appearance, it really doesn't matter. So in that case, I actually would go for this armor because it just looks awesome if you're playing mage. Other than the fact it's heavy armor and it doesn't actually give you the benefits of the mage armor spell. Well guys, let me know what you thought of these mods down below in the description. I'm going to be doing Umbra tomorrow. That's the final thing we need to cover all the latest creative content of Bethesda. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So I will see you tomorrow in the next one. Subscribe, press that bell icon if you want to be notified. If you want YouTube to be like, bro, that video is out right now, go and watch it. If you're like super keen to see that review video. I like to do these, full-on review videos so you guys actually know what you're going to get. And you can decide whether it's worth the money or not. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you live streaming on Twitch this weekend, so check me out. Link down below, or you can also watch me on a second channel if you prepare YouTube. I'll see you then, guys. Goodbye. Have a fantastic day. What is that? Wait, what is that? Why is it so advanced? Wait, stop, kill it. Get wrecked. Critical strike on cow. Easy.
I like this lineup. I think this lineup will compete for the playoff spot this year. I'm hoping.
I love what I do.
But if we start to falter, then so it's gonna be Goofus and D'Angelo riding a fox, forcing with CC.
I know you are. Oh yes. Kill him, White Run Guard. Kill him. Finish him off. Yes. Perfect. Chaos. Absolute chaos. Oh my god, I'm burning her alive. You cannot resist the powers of this storm. Leave your lives, people of White Run. And I use it on the chicken touch. What an absolute savage.
Samantha is the captain, obviously. That's fine for now.
Terrorizing White Run at the end of this video. I know it's your favorite thing to see in my videos.
For now, the alternate and thoughts will be alternate as well.
Items worth $5, the arm of the moon and the arm of the sun, and some jewelry as well. In fact, some of the best jewelry in the game, especially one ring that gives you a decent amount of magicka and also a buff for some of your stats as well. But specifically, the funnest weapon in this is called the Arm of the Moon. This unique staff right here which bears a sigil stone. It's one of the most powerful staffs in the game because it basically has a random effect to a spear or a frenzy enchantment on an enemy. And there is no level cap to this weapon, so it works for absolutely anyone in the game. You can literally go up to the Jarl of White Run and make him attack everybody, and since he can't be killed, it's just hilarious to watch. And of course, guys, if you want to check out my other Creation Club reviews, check out the links down below in the description. You'll also find all my other guide videos and fun comparison content there as well. But now, let's get started with this quest to find the stars. Okay, so we're going to travel over here on the map to the far north.
Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. Okay.
There are a few skeletons here messing around.
Why is Robinson and Schneider scratched?
Here we are, guys, at Sky Temple Ruins. Jesus Christ, a bloody skeleton behind your ESO. Better take them out. Excuse me, sir. I've got these skeletons. What kind of necromancer word is the footsie? Get wrecked, son. Skeleton just immediately explodes. But here we are.
Fix up this. Yeah. I can just set this. Who will be scratched this season? Zach Jones? What type is he? OFD? Oh my god, the Rangers have way too much OFDs. Way too much.
And his journal, I guess it's going to explain what on earth is going on here. First, on Sunstorm 40-201, Monster Elaine said that the Staff of Chaos was crafted by Lauren and passed on through the generations.
Oh, there we go. There's a +1 down there on the further defensive pair with Robinson and Schneider. Awesome.
Some of you remember, probably none of you in the comment section, let me know if you know where this star came from. While the pieces may be lost forever, they say centuries later, a descendant of Lauren.
Ooh, I would love to have Samuel start playing now.
Results for the Arms of Chaos.
I would love to have Samuel play, actually. So, sorry, Andreas, but Simon's going to be playing with Jones here. Oh my god, okay, cool. So, Robinson will play with Jones and Simon. And we'll play with Snyder. Oh, song. Awesome.
Going through her MS, I found a sketch of the Nexus of the Hall. It's identical in all ways but one. There was a form set to the test on the amulet, peak higher. If it's true that Lawrence magic allowed one to travel to distant worlds, then it's possible this orb is a sigil stone. If my hunch is right, the stars are missing the same 22nd of Rain's hand, 4021. My spiritual
Yep, Aaron has the most value, not from there. Capo, Sementia, yeah, I think Sementia's gonna be gone next season. Unless he plays like really good, then he'll get an extension. For sure, I may not be PP Stroll or D'Angelo.
My last master, which I foolishly had shipped to her ancestral home. To think she even gifted me with the ring, and I mistook it for sentiment. I feel thicker than a neck jelly. Still, complaining won't undo my mistake.
He does want an extension as well.
And I wonder if I can catch it before it departs. The courier is yet to return, and I'm beginning to fear the worst. As the ship had already left the dock long before my arrival. I'm not sure what to do at this point. I haven't had much sleep, and my mind is starting to hear cracking noises when nothing exists. I wish my master were here still.
It's okay.
They say there is a shrine on ahead.
I'll bring up to
Come the morning, I will visit and pray for an answer.
7 years on. Yes, I'll put there was 7 or 5.6.
And the arm of the sun. And from Rex ran a potion next to it. So now we need to quickly head over to Winterhold and surface the news of the sea stallion and the local stock. So here we are at the city of Winterhold stock. And I'm going to have to get my legs here very unfortunately. What? At least from across. So in this building here, I believe they have the ship manifesto, and we can actually see what happened to the ship where it's currently located. Maybe even crashed on its journey, as is usually the case with the Sea of Ghosts. So there's a note here. Loss of the Sea Stallion. Orpheus. The new route we suggested may help us avoid the pirates because the spirit. The Sea Stallion now live as a more
British Shiner Railway. That's really unfortunate.
If I can find a Charlton or the priest who paid to bless the ship, I'm going to rip the amulet of Kinnerak off his neck and strangle him with it. Anyway, if you know any drivers who are looking for a challenge, I've enclosed the Prince of Waterbury and some scrolls with this letter. It won't do anything about the swordfish, but at least it will help you hold your breath. Where? Flame-cloak, fire salts, and a potion of water breathing. I guess the flame-cloak, because you cannot attack underwater, is the only way of dealing with these monsters. Okay, let's fast travel over to Pilgrim's Crest. This is Pilgrim's Crest. Now I've already a big
Cockle, what a goal, buddy.
At the bottom of this very, very deep area is underwater.
But another injury down the age right away. Ouchie.
And actually, there is a very sad story about two brothers on this beach here, but I'm not going to go into detail about that. I've already covered it in my previous video. Just search Pilgrim's Crest on YouTube if you want to know the details. Let's go ahead and activate the scroll of flame flow. We're not going to use the water breathing potion yet. We're just going to head deeper underwater. Lol, looks like I'm walking. As you can see, this location is very deep. We've only just come up the top. And now I'm starting to lose my health, so I'm going to use the potion of water breathing. In 60 seconds, there you go, and it just longs out that effect. And there's a coffin down here, which I assume, yes, the Sovereign Guard fan. Magical regeneration 10% faster, and increase your magic by 50 points. That's just the best magical ring in the game, my goodness. Final lesson, and Master Elaine's last word. If you're reading this, it means I'm dead. A face I'm sure brings a smile to your face if you're standing on your head anyway. Otherwise, it would just be a crown, and we can't have that. That would be far too quick. For those who don't appreciate a little tale, maybe I'll finish this sentence by saying, flying forward alone. Hopefully now your crown is facing in the right direction. After all, neither rhyme nor reason has a home here. Fire is water, up is down, neither wrong is right, and death is life. And so I like the lack of the dollar before I speak to you now, dear apprentice, from the scientist box. A wise sage might caution you to carefully follow my path, lest you end up in the same place. Drive never claims to be wise, believe death is yet another adventure, another possibility to explore. The same to be true of your life. That is a touching message to you. And the final lesson is a good base of this story. literally that deep. So here we are, we've made it to the top of the water here, and you can actually see the beautiful shrine over there to the dangerous troops. But we have another mission to go on. Over here, the Sky Temple Ruin. Now we can finally summon the Remora and finish off this quest. Hopefully, we're not attacked in the process of it, but, you know, we usually are. An Oblivion summoning circle, very much like the one that is hidden in the college of Winterhold. Oh boy! Oh boy! Give me a weapon. Jesus, have some elven arrows. Get out of here, flame astronaut. Oh no, that's not a good spell to see. Please leave me alone. We can take him out easily. He's not very accurate with his spells. That's the sound he makes when he tries to cast something. Why is this frost astronaut running away? What the hell? I think his frost astronaut is, you know, trying to give me a hit. Please free me from this danger. No problem, bro. Oh boy! Not your shock spells, they hurt a lot. Oh my god, it's actually going to kill me. Oh my god, it's just like a potion. If I have this 40% with this shot, then I'm actually going to have 80% damage reduction, including the helmet of the armor I'm wearing. Then I'm going to use a potion on my weapon, and I need some healing potions right now. My god, it's running so quickly, I can't get it. What? Why did that arrow just go right through it? Okay, that was weird. Oh yes, we paralyzed him. He's screwed. Absolutely screwed him. Destroyed. Oh, that was a bit of a tasty battle there. He's got the green sigil there, you can see. Picked right out of his nose. And Iron Warhammer dagger. Super straight. Now I can craft a moon weapon, but we're going to need to take out this dangerous armored opponent in order to craft the final weapon. Yes! I'm so lucky. We've actually paralyzed him and haven't used this time ever. Let's see if that one can pull it out from his body. He's still in statue form. This is the best man in the world at using statues. Summoned from Oblivion itself. Do not cast the spell, bro. Get wrecked. Orange sigil stone. Now we have the sun itself. And we also have a dangerous sword of Inferno. I don't need, so I'm going to leave on for that. And then there's the blue sigil stone. Okay, so now we can finally use the sigil stone to craft the ancient weapon. Doing 2 stars, 1 amulet. So now we can fix the Warlock's arm. Making conjuration spells cost 30% less to cast. It's decent and it's going to use up the blue sigil stone, but I mean, you know, not the best thing in the game. And now, guys, we can go through enchanting altar and finish off our star. In order to finish this quest, we have to come all the way to Solstheim to tell Mithrin where we can find his star enchanter. Just here. Now we can use this to finally finish off the arm of the moon and the arm of the sun. Starting with the arm of the sun and then the arm of the moon. There we go, guys. Let's have a look at these weapons. So the arm of the moon, starting off, a random chance to demoralize or frenzy a target for 60 seconds. Now this actually makes it one of the most powerful stars in the game because it doesn't have a level requirement, which means you can actually frenzy anybody you find with start that randomly, or even make them run away. They're either going to run away or start attacking the opponent.